Okay, Mitzvah Nun Zayin, a short one. I have somewhere to be in a few minutes, so we'll keep it to just one today. Mitzvah Nun Zayin, Ladun Bedin Shomer Chinam. It's an obligation for a Bedin to adjudge the law of a Shomer Chinam. A Shomer Chinam is an unpaid custodian. Basically, I go to my friend and I say, hey, can you please watch my baseball glove? Okay, while I go away for a couple of days, and he says, sure, no problem. He's not receiving any payment for that. So the halakha is, if anything happens to that baseball glove, the shomer chinam is patur from paying. He doesn't have to pay on condition that he wasn't negligent. If he was negligent with the watching or the guardianship, that's what would make him hayab to pay. So there's an obligation that the court has to make to judge the law of the unpaid custodian. Shneimar, kiten ish re'ehu kesef o kelim lishmor. If a man shall give money or utensils to his fellow to safeguard. Uba perush, and the Chachamim tells him, Baba Metzia, she parasha zu ne'emra be'shomer chinam. This was talking about the unpaid custodian. Ulfichach, and therefore, patar bo et geneva. The Torah exempts him, from liability if it was stolen. Only negligence. Uperush chinam, who in the meaning of chinam is shelo kibel nifkad shum sachar shemirat pikadon, that the guy didn't receive any payment for safeguarding the deposited item. Unlike a bank, for example, where you might have a safety deposit box, okay, and therefore you're paying them, right, to watch it if something was to happen. There's, they might have to reimburse you. I don't know exactly the rules, but generally that's what I assume. Anyways, the purpose of this mitzvah, shoresh yadua, is obviously known. We want to have peaceful coexistence among society members. The laws, dinea, kegon, hatoen ta'anat ganav bepikadon. Let's say the unpaid custodian, this shomer chinam, entered a claim that it was stolen. So therefore he says, I'm exempt, I don't have to pay anything because the item was taken from me. Venishba, and he took an oath to that effect. Then Edim come and say, what are you talking about? It's over there, it's in his backyard, he's hiding it from you. It's underneath his shed. Okay? There's not only does he have to pay, but he has to also pay the penalty, the kefel, as we spoke about earlier, the double payment. Now after this, let's say before he returns the object that he was caught stealing, he again entered a claim of theft, so now he's exempt from any further liability. Venishban, he took an oath to that. And again Edim came and said, no, it's still in his possession. Madino, what are the laws with regards to this custodian over there? Is there an additional penalty of kefel? Vedin to'en ta'anat aveda. Also, what happens if the shomer chinam enters a claim of loss? He didn't say it was stolen, but he just said he lost it. V'chazar v'tan tanat ganav, and then he retracted, and then he said it was stolen. V'nishba, he took an oath. V'achar kach ba'u edim shu bishuto, and then Edim, witnesses came and says, no, it's over there in his backyard. V'din to'en tanat ganav b'fikadon shekatan, also the law regarding an unpaid custodian who enters a claim of theft regarding a deposited object belonging to a minor. V'yet pratel, all other details of this mitzvah, mevarim perik teshai bekama, can found in the 9th perik abba bakama, very famous chapter there. Ushlishi b'Metzia, in the 3rd chapter of Baba Metzia. Ushmini m'Shavuot, in the 8th chapter of Masechet Shavuot, which we're not far away from in Daf Yomi. V'noeged b'kol makom u'b'chol zeman. This mitzvah applies in all locations and all times. U'beddin ha'over alea, and if there's a beddin that transgresses this mitzvah and does not administer the laws bitel aseh, they have violated a mitzvah obligation. Okay, short shiur today because I need to run.